Very important. If prior to February of 2023, if you created an account to make payments on your loan, you would have done so through two websites, pay.gov and Capital Access Financial System. Because SBA's...
They make everything so easy.
But again, I want to point out to you, they did change it, and they did evolve, and they were resilient, and they did resolve problems. That's why the way I view it is very different from you with your business owner hat and many of you out in the audience. You need to go to this URL right here, lending.sba.gov, and create an account here. And if you need help, call this number, the COVID-19 EIDL, which if you had purchased the post-closing blueprint, you would know that this is it, because I updated this 4 months ago in the guide, and all the people who bought it got that free update. Your MySBA portal, you have to log into it every 90 days.
Yes.
Or it will be deactivated.
Yes.
Will SBA allow me to log into my account? Yes, Farouk, they will.
Yes.
If you are blocked out of the MySBA portal, call the SBA, click on the button in the menu option for technical support. It says, if you're having difficulty logging into the MySBA portal, press, boom, I forget what the number is. I think it's 4, but don't quote me on that. And you'll get a technical support specialist and in less than a minute. And make sure you're doing it on a computer, not a smartphone, folks.
His accountant has access.
Okay, well, your accountant cannot call the SBA. Only the borrower can call unless you have submitted what's called an SBA borrower authorization to SBA. It's a written document, and again, it's in our post-closing blueprint, in our guidebook. We have so much that's in that guidebook that if you want to be proactive and not have these problems, including getting defaults on SBA loans, because of hardship accommodation and other things, like there's a chapter, how to speak to SBA agents, and a section in that chapter that's called Beware of SBA representatives. We've thought of everything. This is the SBA's COVID-19 EIDL Servicing Center. Do not call the 860-259 number because that's regular customer service. And I know a lot of people are calling that number and getting frustrated. Do not call Birmingham, Alabama, El Paso, Texas. Do not call those direct servicing centers. You will lose your mind. You will not get accurate answers. Call technical support at 833-853-5638 and say, reactivate my SBA portal. You need to be in front of a computer when you do it. The tech support will send you a URL, a link to a URL that's not the MySBA, and then you'll get that. That will help you reactivate. Then you'll go to lending.sba.gov. This is the URL for the MySBA portal. I have seen how SBA keeps improving. I know they really do care. If you watch the Contreras video over on Skip, you'll see that they give a shit. They really do. You got to talk to your Congress people because the Congress hasn't reauthorized the SBA. It's an underfunded agency. They are underfunded, overwhelmed, overworked. It's not SBA's fault.
Yes.
It's Congress's fault. Okay, going back to my SBA portal. Let's be very cautious about autopay. In my estimation, don't use it.
Not yet.
Or if you're going to use it,
Not
don't
yet.
ever use it. But if you're going to use it, because I know people are not going to listen, you got to be vigilant. You got to stay on top of it.
You got to check your accounts that it was taken out. Check the portal that it was paid and apply to your account.
Put up the payment history. I spoke to a small business owner in Ohio. She got a letter from SBA that she was in default in September of 2023. This is a woman whose business does $900,000 in revenue. It's a $1,500 payment. She set up autopay in February 2023. She saw the first payment came out, and it was set it and forget it. She's not going to look at the bank statements until the end of the year when she's got to do her tax returns and everything, now.
I
And
reconcile every
only
month,
to discover in September when SBA sent her a letter that she hadn't, only 2 payments had been made on autopay. And somehow, autopay broke down. Her loan's at Treasury now, through no fault of her own. That's what we said. SBA, you've got to do better. They sent her loan because their autopay failed. So if you set up a pay.gov account, make sure you create a MySBA account. And if you're going to use autopay, be vigilant. So this is on your main loan summary page. And you want to click over here on payment history. Okay, so you see here, payment history and payment activity. This is very important. For your own records, first of all, when you check into your website, you can see your payment history here, but you also want to click on this tab here, payment activity, which will show you not only the payment and the date you made it, but about halfway over the screen to the right, you'll see the confirmation code, which is the ACH code for your payment. Make a note of that, because you might need that to fight the SBA if they say you didn't make a payment. Next banner, next screenshot. I don't know, just put something up. I'll figure it out. And this is what it looks like. Transaction type, principal amount, interest, and everything. Okay, next one. Be vigilant. Do not trust SBA on autopay. Do not trust that your payments are being registered to your account. If you are approved for hardship accommodation plan with a reduced payment, it does appear in your portal, but I have a piece of advice. Make sure you confirm that the payment appears on your statement. Can we go to a messages tab? When you are on the loan summary page and you see right up here, messages tab right here, you click on messages and you go to your inbox and you view all messages, you will see your monthly statement if you have electronic delivery. And if you don't have electronic delivery, set that up. Do not trust the SBA to mail your statement to the right address because they're not doing it.
They're not doing it.
We have another client from the pandemic who I personally changed her address not once, not twice, 3 times I changed it with the SBA and confirmed it. She found out she was delinquent on the loan when her mother showed up at her house one day, said, "Hey, I got all this mail here from the SBA that's been being sent to my house," which was her old address that we had changed. So don't allow the SBA to send you snail mail. Get electronic delivery. If you're approved for hardship accommodation, look at the monthly statement to confirm that the payment on the monthly statement is the hardship accommodation payment. Because if it's a full payment and you send in the reduced payment, guess what's going to happen? Delinquent. And
I wasn't paying attention.